Rose-colored glasses, take one.
Hi, I'm Dana.
And I'm Angel.
And you're watching Rose-Colored Glasses with Lord and Lady Logan.
In a world where people are quick to talk about the things they dislike, we want to keep it positive. So we'll be individually and collectively telling you about all the things we do like.
We hope you enjoy the show.
And if you do, please hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, and come back again. Hi everyone, I'm Angel Logan, and thank you for joining me today on Rose-Colored Glasses with Lord and Lady Logan. As society grows and evolves through an endless array of advancements, we are becoming increasingly more self-sufficient in our approach to life and business. DIY has become the norm, from the practical applications of home improvement, manufacturing, marketing, and merchandising, to the arts and entertainment such as fashion, music, graphics, and writing. I love how we don't have to be at the mercy of others to make our dreams a reality. We can be true to our own spirits as independent artists, from filmmakers and authors to musicians, dancers, and designers. Today, we can watch a YouTube video for a tutorial on how to navigate through a particular software, how to make a household or vehicle repair, how to prepare and cook a complicated dish, or find out what's trending in a particular industry. However, a pop-up event has to be one of the coolest and most clever concepts, because this type of endeavor opens the door to so many opportunities. When people first started hearing about pop-ups, it was pretty popular in the restaurant industry. And of course, pop-up restaurants are the cutting-edge way of getting your name as a chef and your cuisine out into the hands of the public without actually opening up a restaurant, which could be labor-intensive, time-consuming, and costly. Not every food artist has the budget to open up their own place, and without the necessary assets, many end up watching their culinary aspirations fade into oblivion, or they feel that they'll be destined to work under the supervision of other chefs without the chance to ever showcase their own talents. Leasing the space of an existing restaurant, utilizing their equipment and dining area, is the perfect way to get your feet wet in the process without all of the financial responsibility, all while temporarily and cost-effectively making your dream come true. You can add some temporary decor and signage to capture the personality of your restaurant brand and appeal to your target audience for a day, a few days, or even longer, depending upon the deal that you negotiate with the owner. The other benefit will be to build up buzz if you plan to open your own restaurant soon. Most of all, a pop-up restaurant is just what you need as a confidence builder to show you that you have what it takes to be a chef. Of course, pop-up retail was also the go-to way for businesses to sell seasonal products, such as the temporary Halloween stores that pop up in October, or Christmas stores that appear at the start of the holiday season. It makes a lot of sense to have a temporary store for these types of provisional items, because you don't have to deal with the overhead of operating a permanent location with less demand for the merchandise that you'll sell during off-seasons. I think this is really smart. Many big corporations like to set up pop-up retail locations in certain locales as a way to test the market for a new product line. This helps to determine how well those items will sell on a retail level and what the overall buying demographic will be. Times can be tough with restaurants still recovering from the effects of the pandemic, which has continually lingered on all over the globe. Here's a tip. If you have difficulty finding a restaurant that might be willing to lease you space for your pop-up restaurant, you might try renting a food truck. It may be your goal to take your food out on the road anyway, but even if it isn't, Having mobility might give you the freedom that you need to put your food into the mouths of your intended diners with endless location options. Word on the street right here in Massachusetts is that you should check out Food Truck Builders Group as a place where you can rent your food truck. There's so much that you can take out on wheels. You can also rent a truck to create a mobile pop-up shop, whether it's a boutique of gifts or you're selling some other type of product. The possibilities are endless. There are a variety of mobile options in the form of a truck, trailer, or other type of vehicle offering a unique and more creative pop-up shop. Just remember that where you park your truck will make all of the difference, whether you choose a specific geographical location such as a festival, a market where foot traffic will be in abundance, or another spot where the audience will be wide-ranging with the demographic of your choosing. You can set up a small and temporary patio or seating area while playing music and setting the mood for the quintessential dining or shopping experience. Whether you're offering a sneak peek into a big launch, testing the market to learn about your customers, showcasing your culinary talent, or you just want to run your retail business your way and cost effectively, mobile pop-ups can be ideal and provide you with much more control and less hassle. Even when you have an existing retail location, launching your new products on the road helps to get the word out more organically, which many people still appreciate today. If you build it, they will come. Well, not necessarily. Unlike that heartwarming movie where the spectators mysteriously appear on the ball field from all over, marketing is key in getting your audience to your pop-up, whether it's stationary or mobile. Every retail or event needs some type of advertising to get people to see what you have to offer. Media is what you need, from sending out a carefully crafted press release and posting on social media to inviting specific news outlets, journalists, and personal acquaintances. Talk to the bloggers, get the word out to influencers, post an event on social media for all to see, and use the tools and resources that you already have right within your fingertips. Place an ad on Facebook, sponsor or boost your posts, and target these to your intended audience. Use your existing contacts, tell your friends and family, and of course your professional colleagues. These individuals will already have an interest in what you're doing, and it'll help to lay the foundation as you build your customer database. Plus, don't forget the locals. This type of community support is beyond valuable, and it'll really help you to gain the recognition that you need to grow your brand. Send press releases, use direct mail advertisements such as postcards, inviting the public to your pop-up. In addition to paid ads, use the free aspect of social media to generate buzz within your own network of friends. If you can offer some type of interactive activity, such as a promotion with a discount or limited giveaway, this will be incentive to get people to your location. Whether you have a mobile or stationary pop-up, visibility is crucial, so make sure that you have eye-catching signage that will attract prospective customers. Be strategic and don't try to market your pop-up to the entire world, but instead market to the people who will benefit from what you have to offer the most. For instance, country music artists don't market to heavy metal or opera enthusiasts. They market their music to those who appreciate country music the most. This is what you have to do with your pop-up product or service. Identify your target audience and let them know what you have to offer. Pop-up events don't have to be limited to food and product sales. In fact, this is the perfect way to showcase your talents in a venue of your choosing and design. Too many artists face rejection for all of the wrong reasons when trying to get a gallery to exhibit artwork, to see a clothing line walk down the runway in a fashion show, for first-time authors to find the right venue to host book signings with enough of an audience to make it worthwhile, or to perform at an available venue, whether it's singing, playing in a band, DJing, or dancing. You may be trying to build or revitalize your brand, exhibit your artwork or other creations, or showcase your fashion line. Whatever your goals, you don't have to wait for the unnecessary politics, costs, or availability to get your big break. You just need a little bit of imagination, some determination, and an unyielding commitment to create an event that will exceed all expectations. You can use your own stationary or mobile pop-up art gallery for a few hours, days, or weeks, contingent upon your needs and budget. You can host your own fashion show with your own runway to introduce the world to your fabulous fashions. You can set the stage for virtually any performance in a setting that works for you. If you're an independent filmmaker, you can invite a VIP list to your own screening event to debut your film, and you can do the same as an independent author with a book release celebration or book signing to ensure that you have a successful event. And if you go mobile, you can start your own book tour just about anywhere that you choose. You are only limited by your own imagination. I love the idea of a pop-up, but if you really want to make your pop-up event successful, whether stationary or on wheels, do your homework first. Knowledge is power, and you can achieve virtually anything if you're making informed decisions based upon accurate information. Research everything before you move forward. You'll have a few things to learn and prepare for the event, including how to receive and process payments from prospective buyers. If you'll be displaying or exhibiting anything, you'll need to know the ins and outs of the necessary installations for those items or artwork, displays of merchandise, lighting, decor, and the time needed for setup and teardown, in addition to the time needed for the actual event. You can make it as formal or informal as you desire because this is your event. Make sure that you look into the costs because expenses can add up if you aren't careful about how you spend your money. A pop-up will be far more cost-effective than a permanent venue, but there will still be some costs, and it's important to figure out your budget and stick to it. The idea is to help you reach your goals in an affordable way without defeating the purpose of having the pop-up. For events such as a gallery exhibit, fashion line showcase, or performance, if you think outside the box, you can create a spectacular event without breaking your bank account. Marketing and printed materials can be beautifully designed at lower costs these days, but you have to look at the cost of renting a space, lighting, transporting the inventory or artwork, and providing refreshments at an exhibit if you have any. You should make sure that you know any and all legal requirements of the event space, such as permits, special temporary licenses, insurance, etc. Keep track of sales and be sure that you know the state's regulations about sales and taxes. But with all of that said, this will be your event and you can keep it elegantly simple and refined or awaken it with your distinctive personality. Just do your homework, take the time that you need to prepare, and have the event that you've always envisioned. Make a clear and concise plan whether you want this to be a one-time event or an occasional recurrence, and figure out what your goals are for your pop-up from revenue to recognition to get the most benefit from the time, effort, and money that you invest. Just to recap, here are a few key items to remember. You've heard it before, location, location, location. You need the right spot to host your pop-up. Why not rent a space for an evening at an empty storefront, a banquet facility, function hall, vacant warehouse, restaurant, or other event rental space where you can invite a variety of people, friends, family, work colleagues, acquaintances, or someone from your local newspaper for a pop-up exhibit or show featuring you. Your options are limitless, which makes it even more crucial that you find a spot that will benefit you the most from cost to clientele. The same applies if you have a mobile pop-up. Find out the best and most spacious spots for parking that are conducive to ample foot traffic while following the rules of the town or city that are applicable to you. Also, if you're leasing a space from an existing restaurant for your pop-up, make sure that your cuisine will differ from the host restaurant enough to not negatively impact their business. You may be paying a fee to do this, but they're doing you a favor by making their venue available to you. Let your food be a complement to theirs, but not in direct competition. The same will apply if you partner with an existing retail location when setting up your retail pop-up. The more beneficial this arrangement is for the host location, the more willing they'll be to lease that spot to you again. Always be prepared. Make sure that you'll have everything that you'll need, from food and supplies to display cases and tools. Make a list ahead of time to ensure that you won't forget or run out of anything. Also, anticipate situations that could arise to make certain that you are prepared and can improvise in a pinch. The transportation you use must be reliable. You need to know that artwork, props, merchandise, or needed equipment will arrive with plenty of time to spare, so you're not in a rush to set everything up for your pop-up event. Plus, your transportation needs to be ready and available when the event's concluded for takedown and return. Obtain vendor's licenses, permits, and liability insurance for your pop-up. Just because it's a temporary venue, things do happen, and you need to be protected while following the laws of your geographical area, as well as all tax laws, to avoid mishaps and legal issues later. By the way, if food and drink are involved, the health department will need you to be on top of your game as well, with temporary licensing to cover your pop-up event. Security is something that people often overlook. Make sure that you have appropriate security for your merchandise, equipment, vehicle if applicable, and customer payments. The last thing that you want to happen is to have some type of theft or breach. Be willing to accept major credit cards, especially cash. You don't want to alienate any of your cash customers by having too many limitations on your accepted methods of payments, but at the same time, keep it simple. You don't need to do cryptocurrency or checks or every third-party payment available. Major credit cards and cash will make up the majority of your clientele. As I mentioned earlier, great advertising is essential. So allow the marketing of your event to be tied with the theme of your collection, so everything will be cohesive. Set up and decorate the space the way that you would envision your dream venue or event to be, with your chosen ambiance, illumination, background music, and any other feature that you may want. You don't have to wait to be discovered or to be invited to get recognition for your product or service. You can shine the way you were always meant to. There are so many benefits to pop-ups, and as long as you meticulously plan, you can offer your audience everything that a stationary business provides, without the politics, red tape, cost, and other obstacles that may have previously prevented you from bringing your vision to a reality. Your pop-up can be everything you want and more, as long as you believe in what you have to offer and as long as you believe in yourself. Most importantly, don't forget to have fun. If you aren't enjoying this process, then you're doing something wrong. A pop-up is designed to help you make your dreams come true on your own terms, whatever those dreams may be. So while you're doing your due diligence to achieve those dreams, allow yourself to take it all in and breathe in that joy. The more informed, prepared, and organized you are, the more fun you will have. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you'll visit again to take a look through our rose-colored glasses. Until next time.